Good evening, dear televiewers. Welcome on the 7 p.m. newscast on Reflet d'Afrique Television. Here follows the headlines. A new state-owned company is created in Cameroon by the signing of a decree by the head of state, Paul Biya, which will be responsible for developing and promoting the mining sector and will purchase and market gold and diamonds. This will be developed in a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all for the headlines. As we announced earlier in the headlines, in Cameroon, according to a decree signed by the head of state, President Paul Biya, a new public company is created in the industrial sector. The new state-owned enterprise is responsible for developing and promoting the mining sector, including the purchase and marketing of gold and diamonds. What is its mission? Details in this report. A new public company is born in Cameroon. The decree signed on December 14, 2020, President Paul Biya created the National Society of Mines, SONAMINE. This new company, which places CAPAM, support and organization of mining crafts, has the state as its sole shareholder. But its capital may be open to other public or private entities, indicates the creation text. Its head of office is based in Yaoundé but may be transferred to another city at the request or by decision of its General Assembly. Its mission consists, among others, in liaison with other competent administrations and bodies, in carrying out the innovatory of mining indices, conducting studies relating to the exploration and exploitation of mineral substances, carrying out purchasing operations and marketing of mineral substances on behalf of the state, conduct mining and exploration activities for mineral substances, managing issues related to mining sites, participate in monitoring contracts between the state and mining companies, contribute to the contribution of transparency in the mining sector. It is exclusively responsible for purchasing and marketing gold and diamond in Cameroon. SONAMINE is placed under the dual technical supervision of the Ministry of Mines and the Ministry of Finance. The company is made up of a General Assembly chaired by the Minister of Finance, a Board of Directors and General Management. The statutes of SONAMINE will be approved by the decree of the President of the Republic. The activities of SONAMINE 6 months after the start and put an end to the activities of CAPAM. The Prime Minister and Head of Government Chief Dr. Joseph John Goute has earlier today visited football infrastructures in Japoma, Bipanda and the Reunification Stadium in Douala, the economic capital of Cameroon, ahead of January's African Football Championship. During his visit, he called on all contractors to respect deadlines for a hinge-free championship, which kicks off from January 16 to February 7, 2021. The Prime Minister visit commenced on December 10th at the Omnisport Annex and Guaykele Stadium in Yaoundé and follows a coordination meeting he held with stakeholders of the sports sector to determine the level of preparedness for the competition. While urging contractors to complete the final touches, he declared the country ready to host the 2021 Games. The SDF has declared that no elections took place in the crisis English-speaking regions on February 9, 2020 and during the rerun on March 22, 2020. Listen to this report by Promise Fosu.
Nijon Frundi was speaking during the first National Executive NEC Assembly meeting for the 2020 year held on December 12 in the political capital Yaoundé. The purpose of the meeting, according to the Deputy Chairman, Honorable O.C. Joshua, was caught up after the party had suffered severely from the COVID-19, as he stated. I don't think another political party has suffered as much as we did, so we had to come in a reunion, after which we will launch our activities on the field. The Social Democratic Front political Labour Party, which has lost weight as the main opposition party in the country for a long time, is still pointing fingers at the ruling CPDM regime as the brain behind their failure. The recent embarrassment SDF has had in previous election is evident that the party needs to do more to rise again. However, the national chairman still turned pages to revisit the previous municipal and legislative elections and said they evaluated the elections, what happened and how they were conducted, as well as the role they played. With just a mega number of members of the National Assembly, not enough to form a parliamentary group, and just a few municipal councils, the Social Democratic Front had planned to boycott the December 6th regional election, but some parliamentarians, however, defied party orders. We need John Frundi's decision to stem the rank of the party with a new brand of younger politicians by his side. Many have argued that the Social Democratic Front cannot come around now to cry insecurity when they actually went in for the presidential election as well as the municipal and legislative election. The party's chairman outlined his vision to empower youth to play key roles in rejuvenating the SDF while also discussing issues related to discipline and possibly sanctions for municipal councillors who, despite the announced boycott, went ahead and took part in the elections of regional councillors on December 6th. It is noted that the Social Democratic Front is already laying for future elections with the hope of regaining the heydays enjoyed in the 90s.
One of the most high-ranking officials of South Africa's governing African National Congress, ANC, has been asked to step aside pending the outcome of a multi-million corruption case against him. Local media reports Party Secretary General Ace Magashule has denied any wrongdoing over the awareness of a $60 million government contract in 2014 to private firms for the removal of asbestos from low-cost homes in Free State Province. The party Integrity Commission, in a report to the ANC's top leadership body, the National Executive Committee, set the rules regarding party members who are facing formal corruption charges to step aside pending the outcome of court processes must be followed. According to reports, the Executive Committee will have a final say on the report. Mr. Magashule is the most senior ANC official to be charged with corruption since President Cyril Ramaphosa took office in 2018. The Electoral College decisively confirmed Joe Biden on Monday as the nation's next president, ratifying his November victory in an authoritative state-by-state reputation of President Donald Trump's refusal to concede he had lost. The presidential electors gave Biden a solid majority of 306 electoral votes to Trump's 232, the same margin that Trump bragged with a landslide when he won the White House 4 years ago. Heightened security was in place in some states as electors met the cast paper ballots with masks, social distances, and other pandemic precautions. The order of the day. The results will be sent to Washington and tailed in January 6th joint session of Congress, over which Vice President Mike Pence will preside. For all Trump-supported claims of fraud, there was little suspense and no change, as every one of the electoral votes allocated to Biden and the president in last month's popular votes went official to each man. On election day, the Democrats topped the incumbent Republican by more than 7 million in the popular vote nationwide. Thanks for your keen attention, dear televiewers. See you tomorrow at the same time. On today's, have a blessed evening.